everyone, we are the group 2 and today we will present our project entitled Scholarship Qualification Evaluation System. This project was developed using Java programming language. The purpose of our system is to determine whether the student qualifies for a scholarship based on 3 criteria. The first one is we have the average grade, the annual family income, and also the extracurricular activities. Instead of manually evaluating each applicant, our program automatically checks all the requirements and provides the scholarship status along with the scholarship amount or the reason of disqualification.
Good day everyone, my name is Chian Frias together with Leonard Mendoza, and we will be presenting the problem Understanding and Input Analysis for the Scholarship Qualification Checker. The main goal of this Java program is to automate the evaluation process for scholarship applicants. It checks whether a student meets specific scholarship requirements, determines their scholarship amount if they qualify, or provides the exact reasons if they do not. To perform this evaluation, the program requires 6 specific inputs from the user. First is the name details, which is the first name, middle name, and last name. And the second one is the evaluation criteria, which is the average grade, annual family income, and the number of extracurricular activities.
Once the input has been punched in, we move to the process. It consists of 10 steps executed by the program in the order shown here. After that, we have the output. It shows a student's full name, their average grade, their family's annual income, how many extracurricular activities they have, their qualification status, and depending on their inputs, their scholarship amount, or the reason they've been disqualified.
Greetings everyone, I am Larry J. Demilo Jr. from 1CSB, and I'll be explaining our algorithm. This is the process of our scholarship qualification evaluation system. The program starts and displays the system title. It then asks the user to enter the student's complete name, average grade, annual family income, and the number of extracurricular activities. Next, nag-a-assign yung system ng points based sa average grades ng students. A grade of 95 and above gets 3 points. 90 to 94 naman gets 2 points. 85 to 89 gets 1 point. And below 85 gets 0. Pagtapos nun, chinecheck ng system yung scholarship requirements ng students. An average grade of at least 85, a family income of 300,000 or below, and at least 1 extracurricular activity. Pag na-meet yung tatlong condition na yun, declared as qualified na yung student, and the scholarship amount is determined based on the total score. Otherwise, the student is marked as not qualified, and the system displays the reason. Panguli, it shows the student's information along with the scholarship evaluation result, and then the program ends.
Greetings everyone, my name is John Mark F. Nomio, and I will be representing pseudocode for display scholarship qualification evaluation system. The pseudocode explains how the scholarship qualification evaluation system works. It starts by asking the applicant to enter their first name, middle name, last name, grade, family income, and number of extracurricular activities. The system then evaluates this input. It gives points based on the applicant's grade. Check if the grade is at least 85. If the family income is 30,000 or below, and if the applicant has at least 1 extracurricular activity. If all the requirements are met, the applicant is marked as qualified. The scholarship amount depends on the grade. Higher grade receive a higher scholarship grant. If the applicant does not qualify, the system displays the specific reason, such as low grade, income, exceeding the limit, insufficient extracurricular activities, or a combination of these.
Hello everyone, my name is John show you our flowchart. And of course, magsisimula tayo sa start. Pagbaba niyo sa start, pababa yan, i-display niyo yung scholarship qualification evaluation system. Then next is alamin yung information ng user, which is yung name, grade, family income, and yung extracurricular activities. Dito naman is babasahin lang yung information na binigay. Next, pumunta tayo sa baba, variables. So, yung mga variables, bibigyan lang ng values. So, grade 1 magiging 0, checker 1 magiging 0, pero yung checker magkakaroon siya ng 8. Dito naman is hanapin if kung ano yung grade. Kung ang grade mo ay 95, magkakaroon ka ng plus 3. 90 plus 2, 85 plus 2 doon sa grade 1 natin. So, kapag hindi naman, pababa lang siya ng pababa hanggang sa bumaba siya hanggang dito. Yun yung else. Next is grade 8, grade is 85. Kung 85 pataas ang grade mo, punta ka sa yes, syempre. Pero pag no, yung checker natin magkakaroon ng minus 1. Same thing sa lahat. So, natin, income natin, yes. So, kapag yes, bababa lang siya ng bababa. Pero kapag no, mamaminusan siya. So, sa income, magkakaroon siya ng minus 2. Sa activities, minus 4. Dito naman, is para malaman kung ano natin. So, halimbawa, tatanungin dito kung 8 pa ba yung checker natin. Kasi kung 8 pa yung checker natin, then ibig sabihin, qualified na tayo and need na lang natin malaman yung amount. So, punta tayo dito. Dito na malalaman yung amount. Bababayan dito, punta tayo is checker equals to 8. Dito naman para malaman na kung ano sasabihin niya, if qualified ba ba or hindi. If hindi qualified or hindi qualified. So, dito is checker equals to 11. If yes, pupunta siya dito sa scholarship amount, 20,000. Kasi syempre, yan yung kapag may addition na. Checker equals 10. Ayan, 10,000, 9, 5,000, and so on. Okay, wait lang. So, next naman dito is checker equals to 7. Same thing lang yan. So, dito alamin nyo na. So, reason average grade does not meet the required standard. So, kapag 7 pa yung result. Kasi nga, diba, namaminusan na siya dito kapag hindi siya, So, ayan, minus lang yan ng minus. And dito niya nalalaman or na-identify kung ano yung reason kung ba't hindi ka pumasa or di siya qualified. Baba lang yun ng baba hanggang sa ma-identify niya. If syempre qualified ka, no lang yan ng no. So punta lang yan ng punta dito. Dito na tayo. I-display na yung scholarship evaluation result, which is ayan, yan yung evaluation result natin, and then end. So that's pretty much it. So, ayun lang yung flowchart natin. Hello, my name is John Reyes and I'm here to explain you our coding that I programmed myself. So, una sa lahat, of course, before ko i-explain lahat to, kailangan niyo munang malaman yung requirements natin. So, ang requirements natin, dapat yung grade is 85 or above. Kapag 84 ka, pababa, hindi ka papasa. So, ito yung mga grades. So, kapag ang 95 ka to 100, ang grade mo ay 20,000. I mean, yung scholarship mo is 20,000. Pag naman 90 to 94, ang scholarship amount mo is 10,000. 85 to 89 is 5,000. Annual family income mo, dapat 300,000 below lang. Bawal 300,000 above. Extracurricular activities, dapat meron ka at least 1. Ngayon, magkaroon ka lang dito, hindi ka lang pumasa dito, is hindi ka na agad qualified. So, kailangan pasa mo lahat to. Ngayon, what's good thing about our coding is hindi mo na kailangan alamin sa sarili mo kung saan ka, kung ano yung scholarship amount mo, and kung ano yung reason ba't di ka qualified. Yung code na mismo, or yung program na mismo, ang magsasabi sa inyo or mag-identify kung ano yung scholarship amount mo, and yung kung ano yung reason kung ba't hindi ka qualified. So, mag-run tayo ng qualified and mag-run tayo ng hindi qualified. So, una, is enter your first name. Melvy Baron. And yes. So, enter your average grade. So, ang average grade ko ay, sabihin natin, nakapasa ako, and yung grade ko is 87. Family income ko, 20,000. And yung extracurricular activities ko, 2. So, nakapasa tayo. Yan, qualified. And meron tayong amount of 5,000. So, ngayon, run ulit natin. Hindi naman tayo magka-qualified. So, yung first name, enter ko yung first name. First name ko is Melvy. Middle name, Baron. Next, last name, Reyes. Punta tayo sa average grade. Sabihin natin nakapasa tayo. Like, sabihin natin naka 90. Pero hindi ako nakapasa sa family's income. Sabihin natin 400,000. 1, 2, 3. And yung extracurricular activities natin is, sabihin natin wala. So, ayan. Sinabi niyo yung information ko. Melvy Baron Reyes yung pangalan ko. Grade ko 90. Income ko for 490,000. Family income yun. And yung activities ko wala. So, hindi daw ako qualified. And sinabi niyo yung reason kung bakit. Kasi yung income ko, tsaka yung number of extracurricular activities ko is hindi nag-met. So, ngayon, explain ko sa inyo yung coding. So, una dito, display lang to. Ito naman is asking for your information. Enter your first name, enter your middle name, last name, average grade, and family income. Ito naman, ayan, nakikita nyo yan. Yan naman is para ma-read yung linagay nyo information. Dito naman, this is just the variables, okay? Then lang yung declaration of variables. Tapos, ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. Babalikan natin yan. So, ito, punta tayo dito sa grade 1. Dito ma-identify kung ano yung scholarship amount mo. So, for example, if 95 pataas ka, madadagdagan ng points yan. Yung grade 1 ng 3. Kapag 90, 2. Kapag 85, 1. Yung else natin, walang idadagdag. Which is kapag ang grade mo is 84 pababa. So, ito naman, punta tayo sa checker. Yung checker, filter lang yan. Wait lang. So, ayan. Checker, filter lang to. So, if ang grade is 85 pataas, ang yes niya, magiging 0. Pero kapag hindi, yan, maminusan ka ng 1. Same thing as sa lahat. Kapag ang income ay 300,000, walang minus, pero maminusan ka ng 2. And so on. So, ngayon, punta tayo dito. So, ano to? Ito, again, filter lang uli din yan. Dito, aalamin niya if kompleto pa yung checker, kung 8 pa ba yan. Kasi kung 8 yan, dadagdagan niya yan ng grade. So, ayun yun. Di ba binigyan natin yung value to? For example, ang grade natin 92. So, pasok siya dito. So, madadagdagan siya ng 2. So, yung magiging value ng grade 1, grade 1 is magiging 2. So, kapag checker plus grade 2, checker plus 2, so which is 8. 8 plus 2 equals, 10. So, ang scholarship amount natin is 10,000. Pag isa, halimbawa, grade natin 86, yung magiging value niya, 1 lang. So, magiging 9, 5,000 yung scholarship natin amount. Ganun siya nag-work. Ngayon, sabihin natin, hindi siya pumasa. So, nagkamali siya dito sa checker na 1. So, if nagkamali siya dito, sa sa grade natin, sabihin natin 84 yung grade niya. So, minus 1 yon, yung checker magiging 7. So, bababa yan dito, pupunta siya dito. Tatanungin mo na siya if yung niya is 8 pa ba. Kung 8 pa ba yung checker natin. Pag hindi na siya 8, ayan na yung mangyayari. So, pupunta siya dito sa baba. Kapag 7 siya, sabihin niya yung grade is di nagmi-meet sa required standard. Pag dito naman is yung pagsabihin na, yan. So, sabihin natin 8 minus 1. Yan, grade 8 minus 2, which is sa income. Is, ayan, yung annual family income natin. Siguro kung magtataka kayo kung bakit walang 3, syempre kapag nagkamali siya or hindi siya qualified sa ating 8 sa grade natin tsaka income, yun yung 3. Kumbaga naubusan na ng slot yung natin activities. So, take na yung slot na yun. Halimbawa, 8 minus 3, 5 yun. So, ayan, yung average grade pati yung income is hindi nag-meet. Dito, display lang yan para malaman yung information mo. Lalagay lang yung information mo and also if qualified ka or hindi, scholarship status, tsaka dito sa result 1, dyan ilalabas yan. Ilalabas yung mga yan. So, yun lang naman. Try ulit natin i-run. Sabihin natin, hindi ako nakapasa sa lahat. Grade ko 75, 400,000. Activities ko 0. Hindi ako nakapasa sa lahat. Sasabihin niya is, ayan, not qualified, all requirements were not met.
Dangal greetings everyone, my name is John Carlos Eusebes and today we're gonna talk about testing. So, ano bang ginagawa sa testing? So, testing is, dito natin bine-verify if yung code natin is nagra-run as intended. So, dito, ginawa namin is naggawa kami ng table which is meron ang table na to, meron siyang test case na maabot hanggang 10. So, dito nag-input kami ng mga iba't ibang variable na possible na ma-input din ng user. So, sa result, pag nag-result is naging pass, nag-pass yung sa test yung program namin. Ang ibig sabihin nun is gumagana siya based on dun sa input. Gumagana yung program namin base dun sa input, which is wala siyang error. So, eto, yung sa test case 1 namin, ang ginawa namin is nag-input kami ng grade as 95 and income as 300,000 and activities as 2. So, ang nangyari, yung status niya naging qualified and scholarship amount is 20,000, which is, ayun, nag-pass siya. Nag-pass yung program namin sa input sa test 1. So, dito sa ibang mga test case, gaya ng test case 5, ang nilagay namin is 90 sa grades and 300,001 sa monthly income and 1 activity. So, anong nangyari? Naging not qualified kasi yung income mataas, which is tumaas ng isa. So, ayun. So, yun din, nag-match din siya, nagbigay ng reason ng income requirement are not met. So, ayun, nag-pass siya sa test 5. So, ayun. So, ginawa namin to for hanggang test 10, which is, ayun, nag-pass siya sa lahat. And, ayun, so, I can say na maayos yung code namin and nagra-run siya base sa mga input, sa mga valid input ng mga user. So, that's all.
Good day everyone, my name is Ken Andrew Aliparo and I will be presenting the debugging part of our project. For debugging, we test our program multiple times to make sure that it's working properly. We check for any syntax and routine errors. And wala po kaming na-encounter or nakitang errors, and we also use different test cases to verify the output was correct. After po namin matest, na-confirm po namin na gumagana ang aming program. Ayon po sa inaasahan namin.